Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Astlibra. So, last time, we finally arrived at the town of, or the village of Hekochira, home to the Cave of Libra, possibly related to the title of the game. Just before this, after his, or their, 8-year journey without meeting a single person, or monster for that matter, nameless protagonist and the mysterious bird ran into that guy named Gao, who told them about, a city, and who said that, yeah, he was very familiar with villages being attacked by demons all over the place, just like our home village was. And, yeah, when we woke up, there was no trace of him or the campfire. And now we suddenly run into this village that Gao claimed couldn't have been nearby. So, my best guess right now is that we're currently in the past, at least relative to Gao's timeline. When that was, that encounter with Gao, relative to the timeline of the actual journey, let alone the timeline of the initial demon attack on our protagonist's village. Who knows? Maybe it's just two different timelines. Maybe we're just back in the past now, before the demons started attacking. Yeah, who knows? Instead of speculating, maybe the game is not going to even make it a mystery and it's going to spell it out. Sometimes that's the case. Ho ho ho! Who are you, Santa? You believe in the legend of the scales too? I've lived here since I was born, and no one has ever found them. Ho ho ho. Who mentioned any scales? I mean, yeah, Libra, of course, means scales. Hello. Are you also looking for the scales? Apparently that's just everything everybody ever talks about in this place. I mean, I guess now that I've heard about it, I am, but no, that's not why I'm here. Is that so? I thought only those who believed in the legend of the scales would come here. I mean, the place is the home of the Cave of Libra, so that makes sense, I suppose. What, you haven't heard of the legend? Huh. Are you going to tell me? Oh yes, there's a cave just beyond the village. I'm not sure how the legend spread, but they say that Astrea's scales, Astlibra, are enshrined within the deepest part. A tool with the power to control fate, and perhaps time? But no one has ever seen them. I wonder where the legend even came from in the first place. Do you think it could be true? I don't know, seems unlikely. Yes, that's right. I think so too. But everyone who visits the village is chasing after the legend. There's another legend. It says there's an herb that grows around the scales that can cure any disease. My father, he went to the Cave of Libra saying he would cure my sister's illness. Yeah, I couldn't help but notice the girl, well, child I suppose, but girl apparently, lying there. That was over a week ago. I haven't heard from him since. That is concerning. That cave is a dangerous place. I'm sure the legend is just a hoax made up to promote the village. And yet, my father believed it. Huh? You'll go find my father? No, it's too dangerous. I can't ask a stranger to do that. Thank you. You're the first person that's offered to help me. Please, let me give you this. Oh. Acquired wooden round shield. Thank you. This shield belonged to my father. Why didn't he take it? Maybe that could have helped him. The shield belonged to my father. You'll go even if I try to stop you, right? Please, at least take it with you. You can equip the shield. While holding down, press X to perform a shield bash. Yes. Right. Trying to remember how to control this game. Right, we equip the shield rather than the none item. It's just funny to me how instead of just having an empty equipment slot, there is kind of a dummy item for each category, I suppose, that just counts as having nothing equipped. Is that the same? I mean, yeah, actually I suppose it is the same for weapons too. It's just a weapon with no parameters that doesn't even allow you to punch, right? Nope, sure it doesn't. But I can block and do the shield bash. So shield only playthrough is confirmed. Well, confirmed possible at least. Not that I'm going to do that. But I don't know, maybe this is the kind of game that where people would be doing those kinds of challenge runs. Interestingly, oh no, right. The nun armor is just the only one of these that actually has an item, an icon. I suppose just to explain why you're not naked when you unequip everything. She's asleep but appears to be in great pain. Oh. I don't know if he's alive, but I want to go find my father. You mean you want me to go? But I can't. Oh, but I can't leave my sister alone. Somewhere in my heart, I want the legend to be true. I keep holding on to the hope that my father will return with the herb. I mean, I suppose after a week, there is still a chance that maybe he's only been trapped or something. Just hasn't been able to come back. Ah, right, there was a crystal like this in the shop in the demo version. That confused me a little bit. Oh, you can take away, you can just redistribute your points. I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, let's not do that. I guess I'm happy enough with what I've done. You're quite the softie, aren't you? Well, I guess I have video game protagonist syndrome. Or maybe it's just my, you know, the fact that I haven't seen a single person in such a long time that I jump to every occasion to, I don't know, please people? Well, of course, in this case, who could possibly deny her request, right? We have no idea how dangerous that cave is. Shouldn't you be looking for your hometown? Still, if you want to go, I won't object. Aha, I see. So you're a big softie too. Or a little softie, I suppose. I always have and I always will follow you. Wow. Chapter 1, Legend of Libra. Okay, so I guess maybe we even needed to enter that first building? I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't. Ah yes, and this is actually the same shop with the same crystal. Oh, welcome. Hello. What do you sell? All kinds of different weapons. I mean, apart from the fact that I have almost no money, could I actually buy a weapon, an armor upgrade? I could. But is the game not going to give me basic equipment anyway? Or does it expect me to buy something? I could buy this for 5 coins, which is a substantial upgrade from, you know, nothing over none. Cannot be purchased. You lack the materials. Oh, it has to be produced. Wait, does it state that anywhere? Price 5 coins. Oh, 0 out of 1 stones. Or rocks, I guess. I see. Yeah, I had not noticed that before. Okay, so you cannot actually... This is not so much a shop, but a craftsman who will make stuff for a fee. If it's simple information about materials that you're after, I can give it. Will you listen? Sure. To buy equipment in the shop, you need coins as well as materials. You could have explained that before everything else, you know. But it's fine. Materials refer to magical materials that demons sometimes drop. And ore, which can be retrieved from mining points. You can collect ore by digging at mining points with a pickaxe, which I don't have. Pickaxes are sold in tool shops. They wear out, so it's best to have lots of them. Oh, really? Okay, good to know at least. Is this a tool shop, or just a regular shop? Welcome. You'll need our tools if you're gonna go into the Cave of Libra. A torch, especially. Ah, yes, right. That is a thing too. But right now we're all out of torches. That's unfortunate. Mister, you want to go to the cave as well? Then you'll need a torch, won't you? I'd love to sell you one, but I'm actually out of materials at the moment. Sorry. Can't help but notice that odd-looking chest out there. And I did notice that while playing the demo as well. That some few items, I mean, the art style is somewhat cohesive for the most part, but some items stand out especially. And I think the prime example possibly that I've seen so far is the treasure chest, which just looks kind of out of place. But again, I mean, I think last time I said it was a small team that made this, because there's more than one person mentioned in the credits, but it's basically a one-man project. Just some random guy, I think he described himself as just a random Japanese salaryman or something like that, who just made this game, the game that he wanted to play, basically, that, you know, a game that didn't exist otherwise, or, you know, there were so few games like this, that he decided that he needed to make his own. And over the course of 16 years, he made it basically by himself, I guess with some help for, I think there's some voice acting, right? So I guess, I wasn't really paying attention to the various roles given in the credits, but yeah, it's basically a one-man project, so obviously I'm going to cut all kinds of slack. But it's still impossible not to notice these inconsistencies. Anyway, what, did you say you'll find the materials? I mean, how difficult could it be, right? It's just a torch. They're not exactly things you can just easily find. Oh, crap. But if you do find the materials and bring them to me, I can make you a torch. They're actually my best-selling product, so I've been in a bit of a pickle lately. So if you can bring me a suitable amount of materials, I'll reward you. Okay, just tell me what you need. I need a bundle of wood that's easy to hold, and pine resin. If you find them, bring them to me. That does not sound particularly difficult to come by. Can we... Oh. Interesting, we can jump onto this. We cannot read these books. Is there any reason to be up here? Oh yes, because we can jump out here. Oh, I hadn't even noticed that there was just a hole in the wall, basically, an opening in the wall. Acquired 5 counts of copper chest keys. Well, good thing this one happened to be unlocked, but apparently that is going to be a thing. Wait, where? Okay, it's a little bit hard to tell sometimes where things are, what has collision. Like here, I guess we can stand on the top of this little roof, which looks more like it's in the background somewhere, but you know, let's not be too nitpicky here. This water is shallow. Yeah. Hello? You're new here? If you're going deep into the cave, you'd better be well prepared. There's not just demons in there. There's also deadly traps. If you find you've used more than half of your recovery items, don't hang around in there. More than half. Do I even have any? I suppose I did find something, right? Oh! Acquired 3 counts of wooden pickaxe. That's amazingly generous. I'll give you that as a parting gift. It's a tool that can break rocks and dig up ore. You'll need ore to make things in the shop. You can use this to collect it. I see. Ore can be mined with a pickaxe at a mining point. The pickaxe will break after mining a certain amount and the mining point will disappear. Mining points can be restored by touching save crystals. Okay. Right, we do have goji berries. 3 of them. Do I have to equip these? I guess they can be put on a shortcut, but I'm gonna try and see if just interacting with a mining point will automatically use one. That would be the most convenient, obviously. Mysterious key that opens chests dropped by enemies. Ah, okay. I see. Opens copper chests. Right. Presumably followed by silver, gold, and potentially higher quality material chests later. Hello. I've lost. I've been clobbered. I'm known as the handsome swordsman around here. I mean, yeah, pretty boy picture. I was thinking about pointing that out. Especially since, apparently, according to Gao, our own protagonist looks, you know, girl-like enough for Gao to have mistaken him for a girl. Which is certainly... which is interesting. That face. Who are you? Don't worry, I'm not here to try to rival your beauty. Seeing as you defeated me? Wait, what? Oh. Huh? I don't mind letting you in on some tips. Wait, what? So, he meant that he admitted defeat as soon as he saw us and saw that we were the more handsome? or what? That's... okay. Apparently that's gonna be a thing. Have you seen target marks by the side of the road? I have seen one, yes. If you hit them with arrows or another ranged weapon, you'll get a treasure chest. There's also marks buried in the ground that'll reveal chests if you examine them. I haven't seen one of those yet. They say that some of them contain things that could help destroy the demons. So what do you think? It's kind of fun walking around looking at the ground now, isn't it? I hope that it's going to be fun and not a pain to be on the lookout for some extremely subtle signs. We'll see, I guess. Hopefully we'll see. Let me give you a piece of advice I got from an older guy who's been going to the cave for years. It's about weapon handling. It's a long story, but do you want to hear it? Yes. You know that there's different levels of weapon handling, right? No? Depending on how a weapon handles... Oh, handling. Yeah, that's one of the stats that weapons have. Depending on how a weapon handles, its swing speed changes. Okay, so better handling just means it's faster to swing. Even if you increase your agility, a heavy weapon is still gonna be tough to swing quickly. Okay, yeah, right. There is... Right, agility is a stat that does say that it increases weapon swinging speed, but the weapon's handling is still going to be a factor. I mean, that all makes sense. But a heavy weapon has greater power, making it easier to break through defenses. They might be harder to swing, but don't hesitate to use them. They have their advantages. It's also interesting to note that for some reason you can advance text with A, which is also used to confirm yes, for example, or, you know, pick a dialogue option, I suppose, if there is one. But you have to press twice. Just pressing once doesn't do anything. Or, well, there it did. Or maybe you just have to wait a certain time. On the other hand, a weapon that's easy to swing can get in a lot of hits. Nope, there it just worked. Okay, never mind then. Previously at first I was trying to advance the text with A, and it didn't seem to be working, so I switched to using B, which worked immediately. But then I double hit A, and then it worked, so I don't know what was going on there. On the other hand, I'm sorry, that's probably not particularly important to anyone but the person actually playing the game. On the other hand, a weapon that's easy to swing can get in a lot of hits. You'll get faster and faster as you increase your agility. But it's also easier to make mistakes and mess up your combo. There it was again. There was a quick flicker. I pressed A and nothing happened, but now I press again and now it advances. Okay. It's harder to break the enemy's defenses, but you'll get more hits in and retain more freedom of movement. Both have pros and cons, so you can use them according to your opponent. That's all I can teach you. That was helpful, wasn't it? Yes. Although most of it is pretty self-explanatory. Welcome. Oh, you. You're a real eye-opener. Well, take your time. What's that? You're looking for a bundle of wood and pine resin. Okay, apparently I'm asking about that. Sure. I was wondering if I would be asking about the thing we came here to ask about. Our hometown, right? Well, let me see. I'd be happy to teach you. If you'll spend the night with me? Don't do it. Oh no. No one's ever gone out with this girl and made it back alive. What are you talking about? Thought you were speaking from painful experience. Don't go smearing my good name, Abel. I'm not trying to eat him up. What else would you do to him? Well, if you don't mind a hangover that'll make you feel like you're dead, I won't stop you. Maybe he's a surprisingly good drinker. He's quite a looker too, right? Well, again, apparently that's gonna be a theme. Hey man, the materials you're looking for. You're trying to make a torch, right? I saved some money by making them myself. But if it's a bundle of wood you're looking for, there's some on the ground just as you enter the cave. That's convenient. Yeah, I also used that bundle of wood. You know, that respawning bundle of wood that everyone just uses for their torches. How convenient. It's perfect for making torches. But pine resin is expensive. I doubt anyone has any spare. I could ask a pine. I don't know. Oh, except that guy is just gonna hand it to us. You know, there's something I heard about Wolf, the man who went missing in the cave. What is it all of a sudden? I heard he used to be an engraver. Pine resin is used to fix metal plates in place, so it's essential for engraving. His daughter still lives at the village entrance. She might give you some if you ask her. I see. I didn't know that. I'll ask next time. Yep, information always gravitates to a tavern. Yeah, except that we got it not from the innkeep, as is tradition, but from everyone else. Gee, you told him everything. You guys are too nice for your own good. Dear me. I'm not gonna let you take up all this time. What are you on about? You've all spent at least one night with me before. Oh? So much for no one living to tell the tale. I just don't want any more casualties. Besides, watching this good-looking guy puke? So it's just about drinking, not about, you know, the obvious thing that one would assume? Well, why not both, I suppose. Besides, watching this good-looking guy puke? Not something I want to see. Yeah, I mean, that's special interest for sure. Agreed. Good God. You talk about me as if I'm a demon or something. I mean, are you? For these idiots' sake, I'll give you this information for free. However, next time I give you information, you'll have to spend 2 nights with me as payment. I mean, you didn't actually give me any information. Your patrons did. Be prepared. Okay, I'll just not ask you again, I suppose. Seriously, he'll die if he spends 2 nights with you. What an odd conversation. Check? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just this guy. Weapon handling. No. Thanks. Well, I suppose we just head right back. Well, I suppose we can continue onward to pick up the bundle of wood first. Up ahead is the Cave of Libra. Many warriors believing in the legend have tried exploring it, but they've left with mostly nothing. Lately, knowledge of the legend has faded, and only a few fierce warriors take up the challenge. Okay. Is this what I think it is? Nope, it's not. Acquired Pekochira drops, a rare item apparently. Okay. Can be used to return immediately to the Pekochira village. You can use it as many times as you want, really. That's nice and convenient. Resource for camping. You can use that apparently? Okay. Don't even remember when we... Oh no, never mind. We did... I guess we did start out with this. Right? I thought it mentioned... Oh, most of the tools look handmade. It sure does mention exactly that. I'm just... I don't know. Blind, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, that's nice and all. I wonder if you use that automatically. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. The sign says, ahead is the Cave of Libra. Caution. Yes. People and signs keep saying that. Check. What? Oh, that's to exit. Fair enough. So at the entrance of the cave, you say, there's supposed to be a bundle of wood. Okay. Rare item. Acquired magic crystals. Crystals? Is that the wood on the other side of this wall? Seems like it. Oh dear. Sure is dark around here. This must be the bundle of wood the folks in the bar were talking about. They're certainly a good size to hold. That was easier to find than expected. Let's go ahead and borrow some. You know, until yesterday I'd never have imagined a scene with so many people talking. I'm quite impressed with you for being able to converse so normally. That is indeed remarkable, considering we have basically no practice. Well, I suppose we have been living with a talking bird, and we have been talking to bird, Charon, I suppose. Or should I say, Anulis, was it? Actually, I did want to remind myself. Anulis, yes. I mean, come on, we all know it's her. Just, she doesn't know. And the boy, I don't know. If he suspects anything, he obviously hasn't mentioned it. Right, we can also run. I should probably try to remember that and just do that. Kinda wish it would just, you could just auto-run all the time with that skill equipped. But oh well. Ho ho ho, indeed. So are you just gonna give me the resin because I promised to help you? Wolf? Did I not tell you? It's my father's name. No, you didn't tell me, but I did piece that together. Pine resin. My father used to be an engraver. I'm sure he used a lot of it. Sorry, I'm not sure where he kept it. Oh, but my father told me that he used to work by the lake closest to the frontier when he was an engraver. Perhaps it's still there. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Oh, that is helpful enough, although we've come from there, so... Wait a minute. Yes? We don't know how dangerous the demons up ahead could be. I mean, no, we literally know because we've come this way before, and it's just slimes. We should prioritize getting our equipment ready. Your equipment. After all, there's nothing we can do if we're dead. That is true. Buy some equipment in the village shop and proceed with caution. You can pick up some battle experience along the way. Got it? To dig for ore you require a pickaxe. To open treasure chests you'll need a key. You can buy both from the tool shop. Is that so? Wait, I never talked to the shopkeeper again. I guess I just assumed that we wouldn't be able to buy anything until we finished our quest. A page for others has been added to the Book of Charon. Okay, hold on. Others. Huh? Wait, what do you mean, others? Exploratory mode? No? This is the Book of Charon, right? I got this first tab of things. Basic mode, exploratory, weapons, defensive, possession skill, attributes and status mode, altered technique mode, and special mode. Magical vision, right, that allows us to see enemy HP, which is certainly useful, and it's just one crystal. Whereas this, we can't even equip. Allows you to jump in mid-air. Wait, it's literally just double jump. We just start with that, we just can't afford to equip it, but obviously as soon as we can, that is gonna be basically on forever, right? Huh, that's very interesting. That's not a thing you have to unlock, that you get as a reward for some huge achievement or anything, it's just there. I don't know if it was there from the start, but... Huh. Anyway, for now I suppose we just equip Magical Vision, in addition to seeing damage numbers and being able to dash. Status? Yeah, I don't know what they meant by the other page. Or maybe this is just when... that just happened to be when the double jump thing unlocked. Which is kind of random, but I don't know. Not impossible. Ah yes, you kill trees. I don't know, was that a thing before? I definitely do remember noticing that and being kind of confused by it, or amused by it, I suppose, while playing through the demo. But I think the idea is not that it's actual, you know, monstrous trees. And we get flower from the tree, by the way. It was apparently a flower tree. I guess it must have been flowering. Anyway. Yeah, I'm also just attacking these slimes pretty willy-nilly and taking some damage in return, but not too bad. Yeah, no, it's just that certain objects are just breakable and they have a health bar. Wait, no, this is where we came from, right? This is where the campsite was. It's just that there are more monsters around now than there used to be. Can we already charge our weapon? No, it's not a thing. We can block. Yeah, like that. Nice. I mean, we can block and then immediately take damage right away. So, not exactly ideal. I mean, the normal slimes are easy enough to deal with, obviously. And it looks like leveling up heals you to full, so that's obviously very generous. And yes, we do get 5 points per level. Speed and attack power seem pretty good. I mean, honestly, everything does. I think I'm going to be a little bit reckless and not invest too much in HP at the beginning. You know, a good offense is the best defense and all that. Yeah, likewise, I'm just going to ignore defense. I do like the idea of more luck. And yes, actually, wait, I do like the idea of luck a lot, in fact, because of the extra... Wait. Yeah, the extra experience points. Coins, experience points, etc. I mean, that seems just really good to me. Oh, it broke the big slime. Of course, big slimes split into smaller slimes. Pretty normal stuff. Yep, there's a target that I suppose maybe you need double jump and an arrow to throw at it or shoot at it. Or maybe later on there are going to be ranged weapons, actual ranged weapons, that allow us to aim our shots and not just awkwardly, you know, throw. What's that, wooden log? I guess that's not quite the right material for torches. Oh, a mining point. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, I guess the fact that I cannot just interact with it does confirm that indeed you do need to equip it and then just use the pickaxes. Shortcut panels, put it there, I suppose. Does that mean that you also need to actively use keys? I mean, I suppose it would make sense. Basic food ingredient. Refined from wheat. It's used to make dough. Yes. Solid and well-shaped log can be used to make all manner of things. Assuming you want to make things from wood. Okay, let's see. How do things work? Like this. Ah. Whoa. Okay. An Attega. Oh, you used up one pickaxe per mining point. Interesting. I thought there was going to be durability or something. Oh, hey, we got an arrow. Well, that's fascinating. We got a single wooden arrow. Don't waste it. I don't know if there's really anything I should be doing other than just mashing attack and hoping for the best. I mean, it's been working out. What the heck are you standing on? Big slime. Ah, wait, was I hit? I don't even know. I guess... Ah, yeah, enemies don't actually just deal contact damage, at least these don't. But they have a little attack animation. It's kind of tough to dodge out of the way, though. Another mining point. Right, we can attack upward, yeah. Of course, we're not really dealing with any flying enemies around here. Ouch, okay. Ooh, wait. Things are looking a little spicy all of a sudden. Stun him, please? Uh-oh, I'm playing with fire here. Yep, actually I should probably be healing. Maybe? Or, yeah, we're not really close to leveling up, are we? Okay, sure. I guess at some point we also got an additional goji berry, so... yeah. Let's not be too stingy with our stuff, even though... What? Okay. Didn't allow me to just waste the pick, even though I... press the button there, so you can only actually use it at a place that makes sense, which is very generous. Stones, clay-like silver stones, and more stones. Okay. Well, those things will be able to make that armor, which is good. I didn't even look at any of the other things. Oh wait, wasn't there... and any of the other things available in the shop, I mean. Wasn't there? Yeah, there was, of course. So, if I remember correctly... No! So I needed to stand exactly at the edge. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing, but I think you just press A and then you throw at a predefined angle. Which, you know, it's a pretty weak throw, but I suppose... what would you expect throwing an arrow with your hand instead of shooting it? Okay, sometimes you break enemies... What determines that, actually? I mean, there's just a health bar, right? It's not like there's a separate break gauge or something. I'm also not quite sure about the numbers. Wait. Oh, you reduce the yellow number. Wait, is that... and when that's 0, that breaks them? No. I'm not sure. Check. Okay, that's a non-locked chest. Acquired refining kit. Wait, that seems like a key item. Or maybe it's actually a consumable. Tools for refining ore into ingots can increase the material's value. A rare item. Huh. It cannot be set to a shortcut. Use. Cannot be used. Interesting. This is also... Oh, that can be used. Can be read. I see. Clay-like silver stones. Soft silvery stones soften when pressed and can hold their shape. That's... unusual. Doesn't sound like a stone at all. Well-shaped stones can be used once processed. Okay. A tega, a redeemable item which can be sold for a large number of coins. A gem of good fortune symbolizing wealth and gold. Okay, so that's just for selling. Good. Slime's eyeball. A blob of slime produces and shields itself in offensive and defensive mucus. Lovely. Huh. Do you have a little... Oh yeah, you do have this little forward dashing move when you attack while moving. I suppose it's literally the same as your normal attack, but there's just this extra little dash animation, and you do move forward a little bit. Oh, interesting. Oh hey, you're new and terrifying. Can you attack me? Or can I attack you from a safe distance away? Apparently I can, but I also do move forward with my last combo hit. Interesting. Oh god. Well, that's bad. There are more flowers and I died. Okay, yeah, fair enough. What happens when you die, I suppose? Oh hey. Real life photograph. It's a very nice photo. Nonetheless, I did die, which is less nice. Would you like to restart from your last save? Ooh, it's this old school, right? Everything resets? Sure enough. Wow. Well, there goes all of that progress. Huh. You know what? I guess if I had been thinking about that, I could have just saved it on the way out of the village, at least. That being said, I wasn't expecting all the monsters. I thought that we would just, you know, take a few steps back and get the materials like that. I thought that this was all just to get you familiarized with the whole concept of doing side quests and whatnot, and that we would only really start the actual gameplay. You know, things would only start getting serious once we entered the cave itself. But apparently I was wrong about that. Anyway, I guess I'll basically just make my way back to where we were, and I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful. Again, I don't really know that there's much more I can do in terms of combat tactics. I suppose I could have, maybe instead of trying to push all the way through to, you know, the end of that sequence and to wherever the resin is. I guess maybe it's all the way back where we started, at the village, at the edge of... I mean, we did start at the edge of a lake, I suppose, when we first regained control after the 8-year voyage, right? So it shouldn't have been that much further, I think. There were just a lot more enemies in the way. Yeah. Anyway, we could have obviously taken it in stages and just did a little bit of farming, returned to the village to get a better weapon and armor. I suppose that would have helped. I just didn't know that it was going to actually be that necessary. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to... I almost want to end the episode. 38 minutes? Yeah, you know what? It's kind of lame, but honestly, maybe it's not so bad. I'm just going to redo all the progress. I'm not gonna get the exact same items, I suppose, which is a bit unfortunate. I hope... Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out how rare some of those things were, and maybe I'll get even more lucky and get more rare stuff. We will see. So it's not going to be the exact same in terms of, you know, item drops and whatnot, but I'm going to, I suppose, get to a similar level of experience, which is most of the way to level 4, if I remember correctly. And, yeah, we'll probably be back in the village, ready to do some actual shopping before, you know, and preparing ourselves a little bit better for the journey ahead. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.